I killed my own son, and this is my story. People say a mother should protect her child, that no matter what, a mother's love should be strong enough to carry any burden. Maybe they are right. Maybe I'm just different. Or maybe no one has lived in the kind of silence I lived in. The kind where your own house smells of death, and nobody but you notices. The kind where your son comes home with blood on his shirt and looks you in the eye like nothing happened. His name was Sola. He didn't talk much, not even as a child. I remember how he used to pull the legs of grasshoppers, one by one, and watch them crawl in pain. When he killed our neighbor's cat, I lied and said it was a cat that hit it. When he strangled 2 chickens just to see how long it takes for them to die, I told myself maybe boys are just like that. But the first time I saw a girl's face on the news, a young girl, about 16, something inside me broke. I saw how they found her body behind a warehouse, covered with plastic. Her eyes were open. They didn't catch who did it, but I knew. Sola didn't come home that night, and when he came back in the morning, his hands had small cuts, like someone had fought back. From then on, it kept happening. Another girl, then another. One was a sex worker, one was a university student. They all had the same story. He used their blood to draw the cross sign beside where their bodies were found. No fingerprints, no cameras, no suspects. Mika is too busy for anyone to notice when someone disappears, especially girls without power. But I noticed. I noticed how Sola always washed his clothes at night. I noticed the long knife he kept under his mattress, the shoebox full of ID cards and earrings. I noticed the way he stood still when I cried. He never asked me why I was crying. Never said anything unless I asked yes or no questions. Like a ghost walking in a body. I didn't go to the police. How do you walk into a station and hand over your only child? How do you point at your son and say, he's the one you're looking for, when you know exactly what that means? I knew he wouldn't just be arrested. He would either rot in prison for the rest of his life, or worse, be sentenced to death. And as much as I feared him, as much as I hated what he had become, a part of me still saw the little boy who used to sleep cold at my feet when he had nightmares. I was scared. Not of him, but of what it would mean to lose him completely. And then one day, I opened his bag. Inside it, I found a picture of a girl I had just seen on television, a schoolgirl who had been missing for 3 days. He kept her photo. Why? Maybe he liked remembering. Maybe he liked seeing the faces of the ones he took. That was the last straw. I knew he would do it again. I knew he would never stop. And I knew I couldn't keep covering my eyes anymore. That night, I made his favorite meal and laced it with heavy sleeping pills. He ate in silence